A house explodes in Brooklyn, sending debris flying and at least 3 people to the hospital. Good evening at 11 o'clock. I'm Sade Bitterinois.
And I'm Mike Marza in tonight for Bill. This explosion rocked part of East Flatbush around 8:30 tonight. Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo live on the scene where fire officials just gave an update a short time ago. Anthony, what happened?
Oh, Sade, Mike, very active scene. Imagine that. About 8:30, people were probably settling down, having some dinner, watching some TV, and then boom, an explosion on this block. Take a look right now. You see investigators still combing through the home there on this street where that explosion occurred. And if we bring the camera down here to street level and take a live look at some of the work going on the street, you can see some of the shards of glass that were blown from the windows of that home all the way across the street. And let's go to some video now. The FDNY says, as you guys mentioned, at least 3 people hospitalized at this time. 2 with burns and possibly respiratory issues, 1 with some cuts and bruises. The FDNY says 2 victims were found on the street and more on the top floor of the home. The 911 call was made at about 8:32 this evening, a call for a house explosion at 790 East 37th Street here in East Flatbush. Officials say that blast occurred in the basement of the home. They do not have a cause yet as of now, but fire marshals are here at the scene investigating that as we speak. Interestingly enough, there was no fire, which officials say is not so uncommon with some explosions. This one ripped through the home. There was significant damage to the back of the building. 20 units, 80 fire and EMS personnel. Take a listen right now to what a witness says and what the FDNY told us at a news conference.
I didn't want to go in the house. I didn't know what was happening. But the victims that did come out, I wanted them to get away from the house. And the neighbors that are around the house, I just wanted them to get away from the scene, because we didn't know if there would be any secondary explosions or if something else would have transpired.
One of our primary concerns is the structural stability of this particular occupancy, 790. As a precaution, we've also evacuated the attached occupancies to the left and to the right. We've also shut all the utilities at the street.
And another live look here at just some of the cleanup going on. You see those pieces of glass all the way across the block here, blown out windows across the street from the home explosion. The FDNY right now working with its partner agencies, the NYPD, National Grid, and Con Ed is also here. As a precaution, they have evacuated people who live on both sides of the home, which is just behind me here. And again, an investigation underway into what caused this explosion. It is unclear if the basement was being used as a separate dwelling. We're live in East Flatbush. Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.